Hid for a few weeks before it came to me. I had to choose my heart, heal and get free. She said life's easy, pain comes with living. Surround myself with everything God's given. It's time to change my routine, create a new scene that feels like an unreachable dream.
Good afternoon to all those watching. Today is World Mental Health Day. And as you all know, we have been honoring this day with the power and boldness of sharing our mental health testimonies. Whether you just decided to attend counseling or if you've healed so much on your journey that you're now an advocate, we welcome you to share your story. This show is honored to sit with a brave individual who is willing to share his mental health testimony right here with us. And with that being said, you are now tuning into Mentally How Are You, a very special edition. I am your host, Neena Lock, here to discuss all things mental healing. And our guest today is Phil. Phil, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like you're a little nervous.
Yes, very much so. I'm not used to being in front of the camera.
You'll be just fine. I think anybody who's come on the show with me they've been okay. Relax once we get to talking, right? It's just a conversation between you and I. So yeah, just think of it in that way.
Let's do it.
Okay. Now, what's exciting about Phil being on the show is that this was back in June for Men's Mental Health Awareness. I had promised somebody to come in for a testimony, but we had to get some things together and work it out for you guys. And now we got it together. So Phil is here and we're going to jump right into it. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Okay. Well, my name is Phil Smith. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I have a company, it's Growth and Success. I specialize in credit and business funding, but right now, I want this all about the journey. It's not about me, it's about the journey and the things that I have experienced to get me to come to the place where I can have my business growth and success really mean something. Yeah. I want growth and success for everyone.
Yeah.
And being with you through the journey that we've been taking, my business name goes along with what my journey is.
Growth and success.
Growth and success.
And you truly have grown and are successful, and that's a great thing.
Yes.
I'd like to know when did mental health first become important to you? When did you first start paying attention to the fact that maybe you needed to step out and get some support?
Maybe about 4 years ago. I believe it was about 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. There were changes happening in my life that normally I would try to battle it on my own. Mm. I would use the tools that I presently had to try to attack whatever the problem was that I was facing. Mm-hmm. And it became too heavy. And I decided to reach out to get some help.
Now, was there a specific moment or event when you realized, okay, this is not right. The tools I'm using are not okay, and this just happened, so this is too big?
What's crazy about it is it was at a time when most people would think that I should be happy, I should be ecstatic. I had the most money I ever had in my life. Mm. I was very well off in terms of financially, but mentally, I was deteriorating every day. Yeah. The more I went up financially, the more I deteriorated. Yeah. And I couldn't understand it because everybody said, like, you get the money, you straight, you're good. Yeah. And it actually happened the opposite way. Mm. I was doing things that I didn't have any business doing.
Okay.
So ill-gotten gain does not last.
Right.
So while I was doing things I had no business doing, that's why I was deteriorating. Because as I was becoming a man in the situation, I was, like I said, stepping up to fall down. Mm. And because I was doing things I had no business doing, that's why God allowed for me to start to feel the things that was happening.
Yeah.
Those two things had nothing to do with each other, but had everything to do with each other.
Yeah. It all worked together.
Yes.
It all worked together. how did you initially react, or even just cope with this feeling of like, wait, I'm doing what I shouldn't be doing, but I need help, but right, this tug of war?
The tug of war really happened because I was at a place where I wanted to do something to myself. I felt like I didn't want to be here anymore. And at first I said, well, maybe just I didn't have the courage to kill myself.
Okay.
Because that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be here anymore. But I thought that I just didn't have the courage to do it. But that wasn't it.
What was it?
It was that it wasn't supposed to be done.
Right.
God said my work wasn't done. That I wasn't supposed to kill myself. That I am worthy to change my life and to grow, and to reach the levels of success the right way.
Yes.
And throughout that decision led me to the best decision that I made.
To seek professional help.
And I chose you.
Now, there was a journey before you got, right, in my chair.
Oh, so yeah, it was a journey beforehand. So this was during the course of that time, was me going back and forth. So I sat with counselors, therapists, psychiatrists, different ones. And I was getting heavier and heavier. It was like the weight was getting heavier and heavier. And it was like, I'm seeking the help. I'm going to where I'm supposed to go. Yeah. So why am I not getting better? Right. I'm constantly still with mental anguish. And for a minute, so I'm like, you know what? Well, forget it. I might as well dive back into what I was doing, and try to at least have something, you know? Yeah. And it happened again. It happened again. It was like, no, I need help.
Yeah. Now, when you say you sought, psychiatrists and other therapists, right, and the experience made you feel heavier, what was it about that experience that you believe now, like where you are now, looking back, what do you believe it was about that experience that made you feel heavier instead of getting better?
I think that I was seeking help, wanting help the way that I wanted help. You know? So it's like still trying to be in control. Yeah. And it's nothing against the people that I was going to for the help. Yeah. Because they were very good in their professions. Yeah. They were just not for me. You know, they helped me as far as they could help me. Each one I did grow with. And they helped me as far as they could possibly do. Okay. But I needed more. Yeah. I needed something more powerful. I need something more anointed. Okay. You know, and you remember initially when I reached out to you, it was like, nah, but I
was like, no, I don't think so. So to make this very clear, yes, Phil was a client of mine. Now, in order to do this programming, of course, he's graduated. We've had to move on and do, certain paperwork and different things so that we could talk openly in this way. But beforehand, it was just like, oh, I don't know, because of the things that were going on and how I initially knew him. I was like, okay, I don't think we could, go into this direction. So there was like so much that had to be done for us to engage in services. But you were adamant, which I want for people to know. What I'm hearing from you is that who you saw before, they, like you said, they got you to a certain place, but you needed more. Every therapist, every psychiatrist is not for everybody. Or sometimes you just reach a season with people, right? Like it's done after a while, and then you have to transition to what is next. And so he was an advocate for himself with what was next. And I was like, I don't know about doing this therapy. And he's like, I'm telling you, this is what I need. And now you're here today as who you are, who you're supposed to be, yes. Right? So I think that's amazing. That's a great thing. My viewers have never seen me speak openly about my own faith or the fact that I provide faith-based therapy. But as you all can see, he's talking about it. So we're going to go into it today when he tells his story. I want to go back just a little bit though. You mentioned wanting to take your life. Now, I'm pretty sure if people are just being honest, right? I'm very honest with my viewers. Looking at you, it would be like, I don't think this would be the person that would say he wants to take his life out loud openly. Yes. So how did your family, friends, people who knew you, did they know that you were having these thoughts and feelings or no?
No, nobody knew. I'm a very public but private person. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of, you know, it's contradictory. Even though a lot of people know me, I know a lot of people, and a lot of things mentally mm-hmm. wasn't what was shown on the outside. On the outside, I'm strong, courageous, smart, driven, you know. Yeah. All of the costume, mm-hmm. you know.
The mask.
Yeah, the mask. Mm-hmm. So when I took the mask off and had to look myself in the mirror, that's when it really was. Even now, like just thinking about it, like it was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot taking the mask off and really have to see myself for who I really am, or what I'm really going through, or what I'm really feeling, versus the character that I'm playing when I'm outside in the public. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So people around you didn't know, so they were engaged with the mask, with the character. Mm-hmm. And for them, it was like you were living the life, right? Yeah. Okay.
They have the cars, the clothes, the trips, and, you know, everything is marvelous. When you see me on social media, it's just, everything's nice. Everything's great. You want the life that I'm living. Yeah. Little do you know you don't.
And what's amazing about that is we see so many celebrities, right, who go through that, where they, what we would think, have the life and all the money and, like you said, cars and houses and different things like that. But then we hear about them doing something that didn't match that lifestyle or feeling in a different way. So basically you were like your own little Hollywood celebrity, where you
in my own little world.
In your own little world. Okay, okay. But you got to the breaking point and you knew you needed services. You began to get services and support from therapists and psychiatrists. That journey turned out to be where you just knew you needed more. And what was the next step after that?
The next step was reaching out to the next place that I felt like it was put on my spirit that I needed to go see Neena. I know a lot of people and that referred me different therapists, different psychiatrists, you know, counselors, men's groups. I went to different groups and all of it helped me. All of it helped me. Yeah. But something kept pulling me to you. Something kept saying no.
Yeah. And how did that journey look different? Let's say when you met with your first therapist and then you sat with me as a therapist. What was the difference in even questions or approach?
The difference is, the funny part is that I'll speak about one of the therapists. My life was so entertaining to that therapist that a lot of time we started out with a handshake, like, you know, a regular handshake to, what's up, man, when I come in.
Okay.
And that is probably what, okay, you're looking for the next episode of what's happening with Phil and Growth and Success 2.0, season 3.
Okay, okay.
You know?
I get
so
you.
It's like when I was coming in, it's like you're excited for what's the next episode of what just took place. So it's like, went from a counselor therapist to one to be my friend and one to, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then it got to the point where it was like, oh, well, man, you got that car? That's my favorite car.
Really?
Like, you can come get it anytime, man. You can come get the car. Now I start being like, I'm being a therapist to him, trying to help him through his issues. When I'm understanding that my business, I'm very, very good at consulting. It don't matter what business you have, I can help it to grow. Okay. I can straighten your path and make it as narrow as possible so that you can avoid any obstacles possible. So now in hindsight, looking back, that gift that I have to do that is what was making him go that way, because I was seeing through what his obstacles was and helping him through his obstacles.
Okay.
So now it kind of, okay, that time has passed and now I can help you be my client and flip it around.
So the boundaries shifted.
The boundaries shifted.
And then you weren't getting what you needed for what you came in for at that point.
So I was back to doing all the pouring. Because majority in life, that's what I do. I pour into everyone else. I support everyone else. And that's why I find joy.
Yeah.
I find joy helping others. And that's why I decided to have the business that I have.
Good.
Because I know that I'm great at what I do. Like helping others. That's my purpose in life, is to help others.
Good.
So I found that. And I want to thank you for that, because you helped me.
Oh, of course. Of course. Helping others, pouring out, which means you have to fill up, right? So would you describe therapy as that? Did you, once, we started services, do you believe that that's what happened?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
That definitely was the case. And it's not just filling up, it's filling up with what I need. And actually being given more than what I poured out. Like it was the overflow. It was my Ephesians. It was, I poured out, water, and I was filled back with wine. So the longer I keep it, the more it ages and the better it gets.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yep. I get that. And I'm glad that you got to a point where you felt like you really released all things and you got the therapy that you needed. Talk to me about the difference between just regular services, let's say a CBT therapy, and faith-based therapy.
To me, the difference is I learn in different ways. Okay, let me say it that way. I learn this different ways.
Okay.
I learned book ways. I'm very intelligent. I graduated college with honors and things. Book smarts is great, but for some reason, I have to hit my head. I have to find out on my own. I know that this book says this, but I have to see if this really will work in real life.
Yeah.
So with that being the case, they had the book knowledge.
Okay.
They had the book knowledge of only one book. With you had the book knowledge of 2 books. But even without the book that they knew, the book that you know, you don't. That book is different. That book is different.
Okay.
And because I wasn't battling only a mental problem.
Yeah.
I was battling a spiritual war. And no matter how much help I got only with my mental health, I needed something to help me in this spiritual warfare I was going through.
Yeah.
And that was the difference. The battle in the spiritual warfare helped me to be able to battle the mental health better.
Yeah.
So you cleared some things out. You came as a warrior for me. Like that's probably the best way I could put it. Like in that spiritual warfare, you taught me how to stop depleting myself, fighting against something that's a fight that's not for me. To cast out my angels over whatever those problems is, because those demons I couldn't fight with. There is no win for me to fight with a demon. It's impossible. When I have angels that can go fight that war for me, which leads me to be able to be full, to be able to handle the things that I'm going through. Because everybody goes through things.
Yes.
You're going to go through things forever. It's about having the tools in place to be able to come out of it better than what you were going through. And understand that you're going through something.
To come out.
So in order to come out, you have to keep going through.
Absolutely. I would like to know from faith-based therapy, what strategies or tools have helped you the most? What do you think, what do you carry with you the most? What weapon?
I need everything. I need everything. I can't be unarmed in any way.
So tools like journaling, mindfulness, prayer, exercise, any of that? Or does it all come together? It all comes together, because to me, it's just like anything else. Like if you eat without drinking, you're still going to have, one issue, you'll be thirsty, but you won't be hungry. If you drink without eating, then you're going to be, you're going to be hungry, but not thirsty. Like
mind, body, spirit, it all has to be nourished. It all has to be, practice.
Yeah.
Like prayer is always going to be number one. Because it makes the rest of it. Like even when you're working on your body, like I've lost maybe 40 pounds. I don't see my shirt a little big. But I lost maybe 40 pounds. So like the exercise, definitely.
Yeah.
But in order to make it through that, it took prayer. Because a lot of times I didn't want to get up, and work out. A lot of times I didn't want to eat better or not eat late.
Yeah.
Because I'm not big on diets, but I'm big on like cutting the portions. Or, because it goes back to the same thing, gluttony. Because it's not necessarily you have to stop eating, but just stop overeating.
Right.
So yeah.
So it sounds like just an entire lifestyle change.
Yeah, my whole lifestyle, my entire lifestyle has changed.
Good. That's a good thing. So you've evolved. What is your understanding of mental health now? Like after going through therapy, seeing psychiatrists, working with everybody that you've worked with, what is your understanding of just the mental health journey now?
My understanding of mental health is that it's just important as any other health.
Yeah.
People look at mental health like, oh, you got a problem or you're crazy and all that. Like, no. Mental health is just practicing being healthy mentally.
Right. Right.
That's it. Like your physical health, does that mean that something wrong with you because you're eating so much that you become this big? I would think that's just as important, just as crazy, as you would think mental health is.
Yeah.
But there's nothing crazy about mental health. Everybody goes through something. It's just about how you handle it. You have people that handle it one way, someone handles it another way. But the thing is, mental health is just as important as any other form of your health.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. Look at you growing. That's a good thing.
I'm trying.
What have you learned about yourself that you didn't expect to learn, right? Like, because coming in, like you said, you were trying to control things. But so what did you learn that you didn't think you would?
It's two things that I learned. One thing I learned is that I'm worthy of living. That was probably the main thing, is that I am worthy of living. Everyone is worthy of living. I went through majority of my life like not caring about living because it held no value. I felt like I held no value. I'm one of the most valuable men to ever walk this earth.
There you go.
And I have added to everyone's life that I've ever encountered.
Good.
Like I have added to their life. The other part is just staying prayerful, understanding that with God, anything is possible. Anything is possible. People that is probably going to watch this show, or I'm sure they're going to watch this show, they're going to see me on it and never even understand that I ever went through these things.
Yeah.
And they would never, and a lot of people that has went through these things that never felt comfortable to talk about it, I know that I'm going to be shepherding them into getting some help. Because if I can get help, it's a lot of others that can get help too. And they understand there's nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, not at all.
I think everyone wants to be better at everything that they could possibly be better at. So why not be better at the most important part, is mentally, so that you can maximize whatever, that you're doing.
Yeah. I like that. So 2 things that you got from it. Now, you're in this space now with your business, your own company. You have healed tremendously. What would you right now tell your beginning self, starting off on the journey? What's some advice you would give, or, even obstacles to not go through? Like, what would you say to you starting off?
My younger self, I would probably say to be patient with yourself. Like give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Learn slowly, because I have like, you know, I had, let me correct that. I had the issue with instant gratification. I wanted whatever it was right now.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be strong right now. I want to be fast right now. I want to be rich right now.
Yes.
I want to be okay right now.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it takes time. So just be patient. Use your tools,
Mm-hmm.
which is prayer, you know, which is exercising all parts, you know, your mind, your body, you know. Like, don't be afraid to put in the work and think about your future. If you take care of right now, your future will be good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you set yourself up for the future, right now it'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that's interesting because what I'm hearing is the process, right? Like you would go back and let yourself know, like, this is a process. So go through the process so that you can get everything that you need. What about this process was probably the most difficult for you?
Letting go of control. Mm-hmm. Letting go of control would probably be the most difficult. Mm-hmm. Because my brain is my gift and my curse. Mm. I feel like I can fix it. I can do it. Or I'll do this, or I'll do this. And it's like, no. Yeah, you can, mm-hmm. but you're still gonna go right back to where you need to go.
Yeah.
And it's get your guidance from where you're supposed to get your guidance from. So that way that your path can be straight mm-hmm. with less obstacles.
Yeah.
You know.
Good. And you have lived a life, I'm just going to put it out. He's not saying it directly, but you lived a street life, right?
Yes.
And you've seen some things and been in situations that were really dangerous, scary, right? Or where your life could have been taken even. Mm-hmm. All of that, how does it measure up to the fear of walking through the door and coming to a therapist? Because, you know, there's some people who just fear that more than the street.
Yeah, so the funny part is, like, I've been shot in the face, shot in the hand. Walking through the door for therapy was scarier than that.
Walking through the door for therapy was scarier.
It was scarier than that. Because I was trained for that. I was a street dude.
Yeah.
I was in the streets. I was like like James St. Patrick. Like I'm in the streets and it's in there heavy, mm-hmm. but I'm also walking this way, mm-hmm. the right way, and like working jobs and going to school. But then I turn and go from, you know, from James St. Patrick to Ghost.
Yeah.
You know, and those were the things that were taking place. Mm. And that was normal for me.
And so therapy was abnormal.
Yeah, therapy wasn't normal. It was like, what? I don't need that. I'm tough. I'm a gangster. I don't need no therapy.
And I think that's how, like, not even just culturally speaking, but a lot of men feel that way. Like, I don't need therapy. I just need to shake it off, or, you know, I'll be good. I keep it to myself, keep it bottled in.
I even went and tried to talk to an older man in my family, saying that I need therapy.
Yeah.
They told me, you don't need no therapy. Oh, you don't need no therapy.
Yeah.
Like why? And I asked why. Because you don't need no therapy. Like, anytime that you have a response to something and you can't explain it, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you have to explain to me.
Yeah, make it make sense.
To make sense. You can't just tell me anything and I just take it. Nope.
Yeah.
You got to explain it to me.
Right.
And that didn't make sense because I looked at him as, you know, someone that should be giving me good advice.
Okay.
You know, that should be giving me good advice. And if you don't have the answer, like, I'm someone that, even with my business, if I don't have the answer, I'm going to go get you the right answer instead of just giving you a answer.
Yeah.
Like, no, give me a moment. I'm going to get you the right answer.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't want you to go another few steps in the wrong direction. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the instances where that took place.
And I think that's interesting because we have to start thinking about our mental health in that manner, right? Like, if you can't actually tell me why I shouldn't get this help or why I shouldn't speak with someone, then maybe I should lean a little bit more into just going ahead and getting that done. Mm-hmm. Because it does need to make sense. It does need to be, I hate to say it this way, but an argument made for why shouldn't I if I can say that I need it. But I'm glad that you knew that you needed it and you kept pushing past that advice. So to everybody watching, if you get that advice, keep pushing past so that you can get what you need.
Yes.
Right?
Because it's about you. It's about you getting what you need. And only you and God truly knows what your purpose is, what you're feeling, what you're thinking at all times. And only you and God can set that play for you to get to where you got to go. Like, no one else can give you the things that God can give you when it comes to peace, love, direction, and health. Like, it don't matter if it's mental health, physical health, anything. That's the direction you have to go.
Now, was there any part of the mental health journey where you were like, oh, wait a minute, I've seen this in movies and stuff, and this was not for me, I've learned a lesson, or, you know?
Yeah, so even through our journey together, because I say it's our journey because you were going through it with me, I hit some, you know, just like anything else that you do, you're going to have some highs, you're going to have some lows. I've had some lows with the mental health as well. A lot of people don't know. I was actually checked into a mental institution for my mental health. And that's the part of the movie part that we were just talking about. that was, oh no, I gotta get out of here. No, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. You know, but that was one of the parts that really, like, whoa.
It's a reality check.
Like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Right.
And from that moment when you walked me out of that facility, my entire mental health took a shift so hard. I don't know what you did to send those angels over, because I know you sent something over to me, because those wasn't just mine dancing around getting me out of there. So it was my faith and your faith and works. So I thank you publicly.
Yeah,
I thank you for everything that you've done for me.
Yeah.
You have truly been a blessing to me. And I pray abundance over abundance.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I would say, you know, it is an honor, and I think for any therapist or counselor or provider to know someone and say that can say, like, you know, I've made it to a space where I can continue to live now, and now I'm thinking about living and growing and moving forward. So it's not just my job, but it's an honor to know that you have healed and grown to the space where you are right now. And I hope you continue to heal and grow and move forward with your journey, even if you move forward with somebody new, right? Like, now you know that fear is gone because you've stepped in the door for therapy already. So now all of it should be erased because you know the process is important, right?
Yep. And what you're saying, that like growth and healing are continuous acts.
Yes.
So people feel like, oh man, I'm grown. You have some more to grow.
Yes.
You have some more to grow. You have some more to grow. And the same way, oh, I'm healed. I've never seen anyone completely healed.
You grow.
Because you're going to continuously heal. It's going to get better and better and better and better. And if it's continuously getting better, then that means you're continuously healing.
Yeah.
So it's no ending to healing.
Yeah.
It's just going to continuously get better and better and better and better to where you have so much overflow that you have to give some of that healing to others. To
other people. There you go. Yeah. There you go. And that's what it's about. Now, your entire interview has been, you know, kind of giving messages to others. But what would you say to someone, especially a man struggling with mental health concerns right now? Like, what advice or what word would you give to them?
Seek. That would be my word. My word would be seek. Seek help. Seek guidance. Seek purpose. You know? Yeah. Seek someone who's going to usher you and shepherd you through whatever it is that you're going through.
Well, I want to point out to everyone, because your language is, like I said, very different from what they may have been hearing on the show, but this is a mental health testimony that we're sharing. With faith-based services, especially for individuals who like grew up in church organizations or religious acts, I think a lot of times we replace that, right, with our mental health services, or we'll say to someone, oh, you don't need a therapist, you just need to go to church, or you don't need to, just pray about it, right? But we leave it there, we land it there. So the difference with a faith-based practice is that someone is providing you how to do that, right? Like how to pray through something, how to use it as a coping mechanism, what language to shift into, and how to fight battles in a different way alongside, like you said, the two books, right? So using what someone went to school for, but then also this schooling of divine intervention. So I just want for everyone to know that that's Phil's mental health journey. Phil was able to use faith-based counseling to get him past that stuck point, right? Like that hump that he couldn't go over, and that helped him out strongly. So when we say go and seek a counselor, go seek therapy, it's so many. It's a variety, right? Like you may be saying, well, I know I want to work with somebody that's just going to focus on the here and the now, like this moment right now. I'm not trying to plan or do anything different. I need right now fix. So maybe you need to see someone who specializes in CBT, but be honest about what it is. He was honest about what he needed. He was honest about where he was trying to go, and that helped you be able to advocate for yourself and find the service you exactly needed in that moment. Yeah. And now you'll be able to do that moving forward, right? So I'm happy for you. I'm excited that you are here, that you're at this point. I want, because you are telling your testimony, tell everybody where they can reach you and find you, because you're a business owner, you're a business operator.
Well, on Instagram, you can find me at Growth and Success Unlimited. That's Growth and Success Unlimited. On Facebook, it's Growth and Success, or GS Phil.
GS Phil. Okay. Yep. There we go. And so if you need services for business marketing, consulting, that's what you do, right?
Credit, business funding. Yeah.
And all of that involves your mental health.
Yes.
Okay. I always preach that our mental health involves everything. And that, I mean, dealing with a business, dealing with marketing, consulting, your mental health, it'll be a strain on you. So you'll be dealing and working with somebody who's been through the journey himself and is still growing into his next part of the journey. So that'll be a good thing. I'm excited. Is there anything else that you want to let anybody know about your testimony?
This is just the beginning for me. Like I said before, growing is a continuous act. Healing is a continuous act. Don't sell yourself short. The world really is your oyster. And once you start to move in your purpose and doing the things that God wants you to be doing, you will continuously be blessed. You know, stay faithful, you know, and go get the tools that you need to be the best version of you for you. Because if you're not good, no one else around you can be good. Because a lot of times, the people like us who battle mental health, we are the strong ones for the family. We are the ones that's called on for the family. We are the ones that helps the family. We are the ones that financially supports the family. And the better you are, the better you can financially support your family. The better you are, the better you can guide your family. The more faithful you are, the more coverage you can cover your family. So that would be my message.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am excited that you came and that you shared with us. I want everybody to just recognize and realize that we do have testimonies. There are things to say after you've been through a crisis or a difficult moment, right? Like there's, I don't want to say an end, because I always say you never arrive somewhere when it comes to mental health, but you can get past where you once were. You can look back and say, oh, I was once back there and now I'm moving forward. So for this World Mental Health Day, that's what we want to focus on. People who have grown, where the support did work, where the services did work, where the resources were there right at the right time, right? Like I want us to all see that this does work, that it helps, and it will help you move forward to who you are, and not who you want to be, but who you were created to be, right? It'll help you find that person. So I'm excited. Thank you so much, Phil, for sitting with me on this episode of Mentally How Are You? I'm hoping that everybody shares their testimonials about their mental health journey. Again, as usual, I am Neena Lock, here to support you with all things mental healing, and I want to thank you all for sitting with us on this episode of Mentally How Are You? Of course, as always, it is my hope that you are better than when you came in. See you all next time.
No judgment, just love, so I can be me. I'm tired of hearing it's okay not to be okay. Just want the dark days to go away. Mentally, how are you? How are you? Yeah, I know it's hard, but you can get well if you want to. Mentally, how are you? Yeah, I know it's hard, but you can get well if you want to.